NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And Xavier Worthy
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
One play in the end zone on the long touchdown pass. You knew they wanted to get him involved. He's their go-to guy. First play, though, wow.
Yeah, and I remember when I was playing, something similar happened. I remember getting to the sideline, and my coach said, so what in a scouting report with circling him, putting a star by him, did you not get that he was a good player? And that's the question I would have for them now. You know, as you said, he's a go-to guy. How is he not covered? Now, I should say, covered well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll start on the ground with Irving.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On second down, Irving.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Down the left sideline.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. On first and 10, here's Irving.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Second and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Irving.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They're going to look to throw.
This one taken in by Stover.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And Xavier Worthy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to move back in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 3rd down and 13. Back to throw here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Branch. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now, this defense for the Eagles very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Bigsby once more. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Handoff running left, Irving. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Monarchs have moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Branch.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Irving.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Once again, it's Irving.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
The Eagles at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
19 tight. 19 tight.
2nd and 5. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
19 seconds. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
2nd and 3 from the 9. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4.
They'll try the left side. Branch, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll try and run here with Irving. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 139 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Branch. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
A run up the middle with Irving.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
2nd and 6. That's into the hands of Worthy once again.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll try the left side. Now the ball comes loose.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Now a give, Irving running right.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
3rd and 4.
They'll try the left side. Branch. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Here's a handoff to Irving.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. On the carry, Bigsby.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. And Xavier Worthy, 84 yards. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, they got the ball to start the third quarter, looking to take the lead, and they did so in a hurry.
Yeah, they certainly did. Now, you and I both know teams that love those sustained drives, you know, those little body blows along the way. This team says, the heck with that. Why keep the ball longer than we need to? Let's go ahead and put it in the end zone and get to the bench and take a break.
First play in the third quarter. Get ready. Could be an exciting second half. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And Shaheed going to go in motion. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On second down now, Branch. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Here's 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to have a third down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Lion.
Now back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Maybe an important fourth-quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Now a handoff up the middle. Branch.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to